All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome. One second. Welcome to the Road to Super Affiliate Series call, guys. Super excited to be here tonight. First and foremost, I just want to say welcome. Congratulations on joining the movement, on being here, on spending your Wednesday either morning. I know there's a lot of people from all over the world, so there's some people that are actually spending their Thursday morning, and then also some of you guys are spending your Wednesday night. So I just want to say I'm super happy to have you guys on this call. And we've had some incredible weeks. Just last week we had Joey Wilson, on the Road to Super Affiliate call, just talking about, what it looks like to use social media to grow your business. Like, what does it look like to attract people via social media, building your brand, and letting the world know what you're doing to be able to build your business. And it was a really powerful training, and I hope that you guys have gotten value throughout the weeks. Every single week we're very, we're committed to giving you guys the information that it takes, to go super affiliate. Because I remember when I was first coming into the industry, I just wanted to know, what do I got to do, right? What do I have to do? Just tell me what you need me to do to get to where you are. And that was my number one mindset for the last 13 years. I never wanted to reinvent the wheel per se. I just wanted to do whatever it took to get to the top. So this idea of this series, guys, is exactly that. I want to talk about all of the things that it takes to go super affiliate here. Now, I've said this on all the different calls. I love Zoom. I love doing this. I'm glad you guys are all on here. I would much rather be in person so you guys could actually feel the energy. I know you guys would retain a lot more of this information. So if you guys could just do me a favor, right? If you could just do me a favor, if you have the opportunity to turn your camera on, put your phone on Do Not Disturb, take out a notebook, grab a pen, and just intently listen for the next 30, maybe 45 minutes, right? That's all I can ask, because I want you guys to be successful, right? I want you guys to receive this information and be able to apply it to your life. But most of you are not going to receive it because you're not paying attention, because you got stuff going on in the background. Now, I understand people got stuff going on, right? Maybe some of you guys are at work, maybe you're working out, whatever you're doing, maybe you just have some headphones in. Whatever the case may be, just take the next 30, 45 minutes to really listen. Because I'm going to pour out. I'm going to pour out everything I have for you guys, and I want to help you guys get to the next level. So if you're cool with that, go ahead, type 111 in the chat. We'll go ahead, we'll kick this thing off. Again, welcome to the newest edition of the Road to Super Affiliate Series, guys. Super excited to be here. We've talked about various different things. We've talked about the blueprint. We've talked about how to find your why. We've talked about how to invite, how to build your brand. And you guys can find those videos on the YouTube channel. And I'll drop that, guys, in the chat here towards the end. And you guys can go back and watch those videos. But I'm really excited for today's talk. And I'm excited to share some stuff with you guys, because we're really going to talk about three things. We're going to talk about the power of gratitude and what gratitude can do for your life, and how you guys can actually change today how you wake up and how you go to bed, and how you'll be able to change your entire life with just one thing, just changing one thing. And it's how you are grateful for things. Next, we're going to talk about why you have to go through a lot of tests in order to have a testimony, and what that looks like along the journey. And then last but not least, I'm going to really break down very vividly how to create momentum. I mean, who would love to have momentum in their business? Like, if you could today, right now, create massive momentum in your business, would you want that? If it's a yes, type yes in the chat. And every single person on this call should want to have massive momentum in their business, because I'm going to break it down so vividly that you guys are going to leave this call and you're going to know exactly what to do to create massive momentum. And I promise you, if you listen to it, you'll never question where you are ever again. But we're going to jump right into it, guys. For me personally, when I got started in this industry, our surroundings, our environment is something that we can't really, help, right? Like I was going to school, I was working, I was, in the college environment of going out and partying on the weekends, not really having any money, right? And when someone told me that you need to be grateful for what you have because there's other people in the world that don't even have 1% of what you have, you should definitely be thankful for that. And at that time, it was very hard, right? It was very hard every day to wake up and be grateful because it was always the poor me mentality. But gratitude, guys, will turn what we have into enough. Like when you're grateful, whatever you have right now, it turns into having enough. And there's, I don't know what you guys believe in, right? I do believe in God. Some of you might believe in the universe or whatever, energies. But there is a verse that I wanted to talk about tonight, and I'm going to talk about just really briefly because, for me personally, I believe in the word, and the word was give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus, right? And that verse for me means that you should wake up every single day and give thanks that you're able to open your eyes, breathe the air, and walk this earth. And at the end of the day, it's not just happiness that brings us gratitude, guys. It's gratitude that's going to actually bring you happiness. And I know that some of you guys, that's hard to hear. Like some of you probably are going through things. Some of you guys, it's tough every single day to do this business because you have bills, you have family, you have other things that are going on that are distracting you from what you want in this life. But it doesn't always have to be that way. There was a big shift for me, guys, about a year and some change ago, right? So, I obviously started Akashics 2 years ago. I met with Josh and Jenna down in Vegas. I've had lots of success in this industry. My first company, I made 6 figures. My second company, I made 7 figures. So when I came to Akashics, I had this idea that this was going to be a very, very quick process, that I was going to get back to 7 figures immediately. And when I met with Josh and Jenna, I had that perspective that it was going to happen right away. Well, about a year into this, basically every single person that I brought into the company left, right? All the leaders that I had left me, and they went to different companies. They got sold to go different places. And I was sitting here with basically 2 or 3 other people that were in my team that were left. Now, let me just for a second, can you guys just sit in that moment? Like put yourself in that moment. Like right now, let's just say you're a 7-figure earner. You've done big things in the industry, but you look at your business 11 years in and you only have like 10,000 volume in your business. I was a 10K affiliate. It's very easy in that moment to say, poor me, this is never gonna work, I give up. But this piece right here, guys, was actually the superpower that's kept me going all the way through. And it's, guys, this situation that honestly just changed, right? Or the situation didn't change, but my perspective did. It's when I sat there with only 10,000 volume in my business and I said, you know what? I'm grateful for this opportunity. I remember very vividly, guys, it was January 1st of 2024. I was talking to the 2 or 3 other people and I said, I'm very grateful for this opportunity. I'm very grateful for Josh and Jenna. And I had a conversation with my wife and I said, you know what? Let's be grateful for what we have. Let's be grateful for the house that we have, the life that we get to live. It's not what we want right now, but let's still be grateful for it. And when my perspective started to change, guys, I started to see my life change. And I truly believe that gratitude is a superpower. Because people usually just wait for results to feel good, but winners feel good to create those results. And you can start to make yourself feel good when you start to actually be grateful for the position that you're in. Being grateful can flip your mind, guys, from lack of abundance and start to attract more successful in your life. See, gratitude makes you magnetic. When I started switching it and saying, hey, I'm grateful. Well, Josh made Tap to Trade. Josh found TradeX Mastery to bring into Akashics. I started to attract bigger leaders like Ali Saleh in April. And I started to kind of magnetically bring more people into my life because I was still grateful for everything that I had. I could have easily gone down the wrong road. And that's exactly what happens, is being grateful, guys, will open up doors that you never knew were going to open. See, gratitude will tell the world, it'll tell your team, it'll tell everything that they can trust you, that you're not going to give up. So one thing that I want you guys to do every morning when you wake up is I challenge you guys to start your morning thinking about 3 things that you're grateful for. It doesn't have to do anything about the business. It can just be simply as you have all 4 limbs and you're able to walk around during the day. It can be as simple as you get to go to the gym and work out. It can be that you get to spend time with your family during the day. It can be anything. But I challenge you guys, the minute that you wake up, every single day for the next 30 days, to begin the day with, I'm grateful for blank. And then before you go to bed, I want you to celebrate 3 things that you did during the day that you're appreciated, that you show appreciation for. 3 things that you did during the day that you're appreciative of. Whether that's you took 30 minutes to read a book, you went and walked a mile, you spent time with your family, you did things that you normally don't do. It's going to create energy, guys. It's going to create peace, and it's going to help you focus on what really matters in your life. And you'll start to build some momentum. So number 1, guys, that I wanted to talk about tonight was the power of gratitude and what it can truly do for your mindset, because at the end of the day, this is really how the world works. What you think about, we've talked about this during this entire Road to Super Affiliate, guys, what you think about is going to affect how you feel, right? And then how you feel is going to affect how you act. And how you act is going to get you the result. So if you don't have gratitude for what you have, and you're in a poor me mentality, it's going to affect what? Your energy, the way that you feel. And if you feel like shit, if you feel like crap, well, it's going to affect your what? Your actions. Because if you feel like shit, well, then you're not going to want to do anything. And if you don't do anything, you're not going to get any of the results that you want. So you can flip your energy, guys. You can flip your thoughts by start to being thankful for everything right now. So the power of that is the first thing I wanted to talk about. But the second thing I wanted to talk about, guys, was turning those tests into your testimony. See, I was 22 years old when I got started in this business. And I remember my first day. I went to Walmart and I went to the school supply section. I picked up my PDF or my portfolio thing with a notepad and pens. I printed off the invite list, like how to invite, how to make your list, timing and placement. I put it all in that folder, and I started going out, right? I started going out to my friends. I started going out and showing everybody that I was going to school with the business opportunity that I just got shown with excitement. And I remember, guys, before I started showing people, I was like, this is insane. So you're telling me that I'm going to be able to do this, and if I do this long enough, I can make residual income, and I can get to the $50,000, $100,000 a month and live this crazy lifestyle. And I thought it was so possible, but what I didn't realize is that it was going to take a lot of time. See, when I got started, I thought that it was going to be right away. Like I was like, oh, my first year, I'm going to smoke this out of the water. I'm going to sign up everybody. Who wouldn't want to do this? Who doesn't want to make more money? Who doesn't want a better lifestyle? Everyone's going to do this. But I hit my first roadblock with my very first person, guys. I sat down with him. I showed him the information. And I had to convince him for over an hour on why this was real. Because he kept saying this doesn't make sense. There's no way that this is real. So you're telling me that they're gonna pay for my car if I get to this certain point, and they're gonna give me what you're talking about money every single month. Like, I'm in marketing, I'm going to school for marketing. There's no way nobody in marketing makes this type of money. And that was my first roadblock. And what happens to most people, what they don't realize is that you're never gonna join and then immediately just go straight to the top. Like, it's not going to happen. It doesn't work that way. Because imagine we do an event in Rome this year and you just hit the top rank of the company and they bring you on stage and they say, you know what, Eduardo, congratulations on hitting super affiliate. Can you come to the stage and, we're going to give you 15 to 20 minutes on exactly how you were able to hit super affiliate. Well, if you just went from where you are now all the way to super affiliate, all you did was show a couple people and it just blew up and you hit super affiliate, what are you going to say on stage for 15, 20 minutes? You're going to stand on stage and you're going to go, well, I got started, I showed some of my friends, and thousands of people joined. That's not going to move anybody. That's not going to inspire anybody. See, when someone tells you no, when someone tells you that you're an idiot, when someone quits your team, when someone is negative, when things happen to you in your life, it's God's way of basically testing you to ask, hey, do you really want this? And actually, when you make the decision that you're really going to go do this thing, it doesn't get easier. It actually gets harder. Because you have to be tested along the way in order to have that testimonial at the end. So every test that you're going to go through is just another part of your testimonial. When you can flip your mind in that instance, guys, you're going to chase those tests, right? You're going to start to say to yourself, you know what? I want to be tested because I know that every time I'm getting tested, I'm getting closer to where I want to go. Because here's the deal. The hardest times, there's a quote that I heard. Your hardest times often lead to the greatest moments of your life. My greatest moment, guys, so far in this career in the last 13 years was actually standing in London with all of the German team that came over, and it was like one after another of a 500K affiliate, 250K affiliate, 100K affiliate, 50K affiliate, 50K affiliate, 50K affiliate, 50K affiliate. And it was like all of the hard times that I went through led me to the greatest moment of my life. Like right now, I would have to say that that's one of the greatest moments of my life. But most people, guys, everyone wants the glory. But no one wants the story. Like I've said on my IG plenty of times, like everybody wants to get to where I want to get to, but they don't want to do what I have had to do to get to where I'm at. Everything that happens to you is just a test. And you're going to be the strongest soldier if you just keep going. And when you keep going, what you're doing, guys, is you're showing your team, you're showing your network, you're showing people around you that you deserve the success. Like where I stand now, everybody that I've known before I got started in this industry look at me and say, man, I'm proud of you. Like it's very rare that someone that I've known for years looks at me and says, you got lucky. Because they know and they've seen my story. They've seen what it's taken and what it looks like. They don't understand though the no-shows, right? They don't understand the dry seasons of weeks and months of people just not coming into this business. They never saw those failures, but they did see that it's been time. So what I want you guys to do tonight is I want you just to reflect on right now what your test that you're going through, right? I want you guys to write down tonight before you go to bed, what test are you walking through right now? What is testing your commitment right now? And I want you to identify what that is. And then what I want you to do a step further than that, guys, is I want you to think about, what is that going to teach you? Like, what is that teaching you right now? And then last but not least, I want you to think one level deeper, is how is this now going to become a part of my story? And start to identify what those are. Start to identify when you start going through tests that they're just a part of that testimonial that you're going to be able to share. Because here's the deal. When you bring somebody new in, they're going to have questions, right? When you bring somebody in and you launch them, they're going to go through the process. Like, for instance, like, let's say I brought in Andre. I just brought him into the business. And I say, hey, Andre, what's going on, man? Hey, let's invite some of your friends to see this information. You down with that? Yeah, cool. I got my best friend, I got my friend Bobby. He's a super cool dude. He knows everybody. Let's go show him. All right, cool. Yeah, let's go show him. Well, if me and Andre go show Bobby and Bobby gives us an objection, or he says that this is stupid or this is a scam, if I've personally not gone through that yet, I don't know how to answer that. I don't know how to identify that objection. I don't know how to identify with where to go with this. So guess what happens to Andre? So when Bobby says that to me and I go, well, I don't know, man, I'm just showing you. Well, now Andre's confused that, hey, do I actually know where I'm going? Do I actually know what this business is? Andre now won't show another single soul because he doesn't trust that I can help him effectively if he was to continue to do it. But now watch this scenario. I go with Andre and I show Bobby, and Bobby says, I don't know if this is real. This kind of looks like a scam. And then I say, hey, man, Bobby, I completely understand where you're coming from, bro. Some people do think that this is a scam, or they think that this is like a pyramid scheme, or the person at the top makes all the money. I totally get where you're coming from, but here's what I've actually realized, and this is what I've actually learned through the process. What you're thinking about is a Ponzi scheme, and a Ponzi scheme is an exchange of money with the idea that you're going to make more money in return if you go recruit other people to give you money. See, this right here, guys, this right here, Bobby, this is something that you're paying for, right? You're paying for Akashics. You're paying for education. You're paying for live sessions. You're paying for Tap to Trade. You're paying so then you can get a 10K Prop Firm Challenge account, right? Your exchange of money is for that service. Now, where the money comes from when you make money is when you sell something, right? Like if I sell you an Akashics membership, I'm making a commission. Same way if I sold you a cell phone, or same way if I sold you a car. If I was in any type of sales, like I would make a commission from that sale. Bobby, does that make sense, man? Guess what that does for Andre? Now Andre's like, whoa, I just learned a lot right there. But how do you get to that point to be able to answer a question like that if you don't ever go through your test? See, I had to go through test after test after test after test after test of people telling me those things, and I had to keep going so that I could learn it, right? That's just one example. And this is going to segue, guys, into creating momentum. I love this quote, guys. Success loves speed. Like, let me ask you a question. Do you want to go fast in this business, or do you want to go slow? Like, would you rather have it take 10 years to go super affiliate, or would you rather take the 2 years that it took me and condense that into 12 months? Right? Most of you, I'm guaranteeing you're probably thinking fast. I want to go fast. Well, fast is fun. Slow freaking sucks. Like, I've never wanted to go slow. I've always wanted to go fast. But guys, momentum is going to be built on energy, belief, and action. It's those three things, guys. It's energy, it's belief, and it's action. Now, where do we get the energy, right? Starting with gratitude. The reason why we started with gratitude tonight, guys, is because we got to get the energy right. We got to be grateful for the opportunity that we have, right? We have to be grateful that we're able to wake up every single day and that we have the opportunity to present this to the world. And that there's something else out there that's going to pay us residual income if we build a big enough team. See, we have to be grateful that we were chosen to have an open mind and see this opportunity and say yes. Be grateful that you're on this call. Be grateful that you got started. Be grateful that you have an opportunity to change your life. That's the energy part, right? The belief comes from what? Going through tests. It's from understanding that everything that you're seeing, everything that's going on in your life right now is just a part of your journey. It's just a part of that up and down, up and down. And that belief, guys, comes from stacking wins. And if you have that energy right, if you have your thoughts right, it's going to have the actions right. And if the actions are right, that's where everything comes together and you can start to create momentum. Now, I'm going to challenge all of you that are on this call right now. You do not have a team. You do not have a team. I think a couple days ago, I said in the chat, I posted this. In 2 years, I have 1,289 personals. I'll say that again. In Akashics, guys, I have signed up 1,289 people personally. There's an award that I have hanging up back here, guys, for the highest personals in the company when I first came in. What I have found through the last 13 years, in order to start your business, in order to really get this thing going, it takes 30 personals. Who on this call, guys? I know there's a lot of leaders on this call. Who has gotten 30 personals? Just real quick, if you've gotten 30 personals in this business, please write in the chat right now. Bobby Mills, 10K affiliate, about to be 25K affiliate. Taylor Marks, 25K affiliate, about to be 50K affiliate. Andre Gordon, about to be 100K affiliate. Tippa, 50K affiliate. Karab, 250K affiliate. Noah, 50K affiliate, about to be 100K affiliate. Let me ask you a question. AP, everybody give him a congratulations. He just cracked 25K. I believe it was either last night or today. Let's go. You guys catching it, right? Every single one of them have at least 30 personals. You don't have a team, guys, until you have 30 personals. Because here's what happens. The first 10 personals, it's just going to be you falling on your face. It's literally going to be you just going through the motions. You're going to show a shit ton of people because you're going to suck right away. You're not going to say the right things. You know, they're going to challenge you. People are going to say no to you. So the first 10 of the 30 guys is going to be just a shit show. You know, excuse my language. But guess what's going to happen during that first 10? You're going to learn a lot. Like, you are going to learn so much about this business, how this works, how to really get people to join. The second 10 guys, the 10 to 20 people, right, that you start to show, you just learned from the 10 that you just showed. Now you know exactly what to say. You know how to answer questions. And you get really good at getting people to join the second 10, right? But guess what? Here's what happens to that second 10. You didn't know how to launch them. You didn't really know how to help them have success. You know how to get them in, but you don't know what to do after you get them in. It's not really until the third 10 where you've figured out, okay, I got to get them in, and then I got to launch them successfully. But I challenge, if you're brand new, guys, to go out there and get 30 new personals. And even if you're not new, like if you guys want to go fast, and you want to create momentum, like if you guys want to take what I'm going to teach tonight and you want to go create a brand new team to 300-400 people, because every time I've done this, every time that my business has slowed down, what I love about this business is you can start over at any moment. If your business is slow today, it doesn't need to be slow 30 days from now. It doesn't need to be slow 45 days from now. And this is how you can do it, guys. You can start over right now, today, and you can have a goal to go get 30 personals in the next however many days that it takes. The faster you do it, the bigger momentum you're going to have. But if you guys want momentum, I challenge you to go get 30 new personals. And now with these 30 personals, this is all you care about, and this is all that you're doing. I want you to put your talent scout cap on. I challenge you today to start over, go get 30 personals, and put your Talent Scout Cap on. Now, what's a Talent Scout Cap? And this is actually one thing. If you're a leader on this call, if you want to go fast and you want to go big, you need to get as many people on your team being a talent scout. Now, let's use the reference, we could do various different things, okay? Let's say you're looking for a movie actress, or you're looking for a football player or a basketball player, some type of athlete, right? Every profession has talent scouts. Like if you're looking for a movie actress, a lot of people will have talent scouts go to like musicals. They'll have them go to the school plays. They'll have them go to different things to recruit, to go look for talent, right? Athletic scouts will go to the games to watch them play. And that's how they use their talent scout. Well, guys, we're in the same business. You guys might not realize this, but we're literally talent scouts, and we're just looking for people that have qualities of a leader. So when you go on this 30 personal run, this is what I want you to change, and this is what I want you to do. Most people put people in, they put them into their telegrams, they welcome them to the team, they tell them a couple different things, they tell them about the calls, they get them hooked up with Tap to Trade, but they don't do this type of stuff, right? What I want you to do from now on is I want you to successfully launch every single person that you bring in. And when you bring people in, you just want to ask them one question. There's one question that you want to ask every single person that you bring into the business. First, Melody, what did you like better? The trading, the business, or both? Welcome to the team. What'd you like better? Were you more interested in just trading? Did you like the business side? Do you want to make some residual income? Or do you want to do both? Now, based on Melody's answer, it's going to tell you the first quality. The first quality that we're looking for, guys, is desire. If Melody shows me that she has some desire, if she tells me her story, if she says, Matt, I've been looking for this. You're not going to believe it. For the last 6 months, I have been struggling. I have not been able to pay my rent. I've been struggling to pay my bills. And I have been praying for an opportunity. I like the trading side. I want to learn how to trade. I don't know if I'm going to be able to learn it very quick because I was bad at school. But there's one thing that I do know, and it's I know a lot of people. And I'm willing to go show my network this information, and I want to find as many people to do this with me. That right there lets you know that they got desire. And with desire, guys, if they have that first quality, write this down. If they have that first quality, guys, you can help them get one. You're probably thinking to yourself, oh, really? Only one? You can help them get one. If they got desire, guys, they can get one. But that's the first quality. The second quality, it's very easy to tell. The second quality that you're looking for, guys, is are they teachable and coachable? All right. What that means is are they open to learning what it takes to do this business? And you can tell if someone's teachable and coachable right away. When you tell them to do something, they do it. When they tell them not to do something, they don't do it, right? And one of the ways that you can see if they're teachable and coachable is you can say, hey, real quick, Erica, welcome to the team. What'd you like better? Did you like the business? Did you like trading? Did you like both? She goes, I liked, I want to build a business. I like both. All right, cool. Well, hey, welcome to the team. What I want you to do is I want you to make a list of at least 20 people, and I want you to send it to me in the next 48 hours. That's your first test. That's your first instinct to know, are you teachable and are you coachable? Because now if Erica in the next 48 hours just sends me a list of 20 to 25 names, ding, 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 that lets me know that she's teachable and coachable. Now, once she sends me that list, I say, Erica, thank you so much. Do you want to make a little bit of money or do you want to make a lot of money? Do you want to make some part-time income or do you want to make some full-time income? And if she goes, I want to make a lot of money, like she just said in the chat, well, I'm going to say, well, guess what, 25? we'll get you some part-time income. I need you to make a list of 200. So we're going to start with your 20 to 25, and we're going to go show those guys together. But I need you throughout the next 7 days to start to think of like your past classmates, the people that you work with, people within your network, everybody that knows you by your first name. Do a phone dump, do a yearbook dump, do a Facebook dump. I need you just to make a list of people, 200 people, first name, last name, phone number, and we're going to go show those people. Because if you want to make a lot of money, that's what we got to do. Now, if they have those two qualities, if they have desire, and if they are teachable and they are coachable guys, they can get their 3. You can help them waive their fees, which is good, right? We want that for people. We want to help them get their 3. But if they only have those 2 qualities out of the 5 that I'm going to tell you, I want you to know that most likely they're probably only going to be able to waive their monthly fees. See, once I share these qualities with you guys, it's going to unlock so much for you. Because you're going to start to realize that you're spending too much time with the wrong people. Right now, you're trying to push people that don't have the qualities of a 7-figure earner, and you're trying to turn them into a 7-figure earner. You know, it's very hard to push dead bears up trees. It's very hard to motivate people that are not motivated. It's a lot easier when you find the 5 qualities to run with them, to help them get this thing rolling. Number 3, and this is very, very important, guys. Number 3, it's credibility with their contacts. We got desire. They're hungry. They want to go make residual income. They're listening to the things that you're telling them to do. They're willing to be coachable. But they also have credibility with their contacts. When you have those 3 qualities, guys, you got yourself a 10K affiliate. You got yourself a 25K affiliate. Because what's going to happen is they got desire to get started. They got desire to kick this thing off the ground. You know, they're going to listen to you. So they're going to have success right away. They're going to sign some people up. And as you're signing people up, you're going to realize that the people that they're showing are doing this because they're doing it. People understand, and their word carries weight. So those 3 qualities, this is where you want to get your upline involved as fast as possible. If you're brand new in the business, or you're a 1K or you're a 5K, you want to get the next rank above you involved with that person as soon as you possibly can. Because here's what's going to happen. Your upline can get into the life of that person and help them have success, no offense, a lot faster and a lot better, because guess what? It's in what we've talked about tonight, guys. They've gone through more tests. They've gone through more shit. So when this new person that has the 3 qualities is going to go through some things, the upline's going to be able to help them through those situations. And we're going to go through qualities 4 and 5, and you're going to understand where this is going. Because number 4, guys, is toughness. Haha, toughness. Now, what's toughness? It's when they start going through some tests and they don't quit. Someone tells them they're an idiot, and they say, well, screw you, I'm gonna keep going. I know people that are making $25,000, $50,000, $100,000 a month that breathe the same air as me, that live on this planet, and they're just like me. If they can do it, I can do it. Boom. They just showed you right there, guys, that they got some toughness. And you're going to realize who has toughness when you got those 3 qualities and you hook them up to an upline and they start working together and that person starts showing some people and they're not quitting. When you have someone, guys, that has those 4 qualities, guess what? You found yourself a 6-figure earner. You just got that person that can go 50K affiliate, 100K affiliate, 250K affiliate, guys. You found yourself a 6-figure earner. They got those 4 qualities. They got the desire. They told you they wanted to go grow this business. They're listening to everything that you're telling them to do. They got some credibility with their contacts. And when they get told that they're stupid and that they're going to jail, they keep going. They're not giving up. And you found yourself, guys, a 6-figure earner. If you guys find someone that has 1, 2, and 3, get them plugged into an upline. Get them to the nearest 5K, 10K, 25K, 50K affiliate. If you're a 25K, you need to plug that person into a 50K affiliate. If you're a 50K affiliate, you need to plug somebody into the 100K affiliate, guys. And when they got the 4 qualities, 100K and above, 250K above needs to meet that person. Because number 5, the 5th quality, guys, and this is the difference between people that quit and the people that are still here. It's the number 1 difference, guys, why I'm here today and so many people aren't. And it's really the 5th and it's the last quality. It's competitive. You have to be competitive. I mean competitive in a stance where, guys, I just hit super affiliate and I'm still chasing. I have new goals now. I want to help as many people go hit super affiliate now. My goal every single day is how many leaders can I develop now? I've already made millions of dollars in this industry. I've already made 6 figures a month in this business. But I'm so freaking competitive that I'm never going to stop. That's all you're searching for, guys, is those 5 qualities. And when you find those 5 qualities, guys, it is game over. You have found yourself the next icon in this industry. You found yourself a super affiliate. Now, you can be the super affiliate, right? Like, you could have desire today. You can be teachable and coachable today. You might not have credibility today with your contest, but guess what? You can build your credibility. You can build your credibility with your contacts, and this is how. You just stay consistent long enough that your network realizes that you are really going to go do this thing. Guys, I did not have credibility with my contacts when I got started in this industry. That's why it took me 5.5 years to make 6 figures. Because I had to develop credibility with contacts. I had to develop an ability and a brand for people to look at me and say, that's someone that I want to follow. So you might not have number 3 today, but that's okay. I had toughness. I had competitiveness. I had desire, I was teachable and coachable, I was tough, and I was competitive. The only one that you can develop, guys, the only one that is something that it will grow and you can grow into is just credibility with your contacts, credibility with your network, credibility with the world. Every single person on this call today can go super affiliate if you apply the things that I'm talking about today. If from now on, you start over today, guys, and you wake up every single morning and you start with gratitude that you have the opportunity of Akashics, that you have the opportunity to go show people, that you have a voice, that you have a cell phone, that you have Wi-Fi, that Josh Swagel started this company. If you wake up every single day with gratitude and you start to change your energy, you start to change your thoughts, and you start to help that go into your actions, right? It goes into your actions, which is going to give you those results. And you understand that every single thing that you're going through is just a test. Everything that's happening, all the bad things, all the tests, all the walls, all the obstacles, they're all just tests. And you've made a commitment today to start over and that you're going to go for 30 personals in a short period of time. And you're just going to go show these people and you're going to go get those 30 personals. And all you are doing is you're creating talent scouts. You're the talent scout at first, but then as you start to build out 1K affiliates and 5K affiliates, you're just teaching them how to be talent scouts. And when they find talent, they bring those talent to you. When you become a 5K affiliate, when you become a 10K affiliate, imagine having hundreds of people being brought to your attention because your downline is saying, hey, I got Bobby over here that has desire and he's teachable and coachable, and he's had credibility with his contacts so far. He waived his monthly fees in his first 72 hours. Matt, you need to meet him. Andre, you need to meet him. Imagine having hundreds of people, guys, feeding you potential leaders. Then you have a system going. Then you have a duplication factory going, guys. And guess what that brings to your business? The big word, momentum. It's momentum, guys. It is momentum. We can all do it. We can all create it. We can all be, right, those 5 qualities. You can make that decision today. You can do it. But it all starts, again, with gratitude, understanding that you're going to go through some tests, and understanding how to find the right ones. Finding those 5 qualities. If you've missed any of the other calls, guys, in the past, I suggest, if you just got started, to go back to that YouTube channel, watch some of the first videos. Every single week, guys, we've done a 30 to 45 minute kind of training on just different things that it takes to go build this business and so forth. But today, guys, was really about just being grateful, just starting your days with gratitude and having just that right mindset of, okay, what I'm going through, just a test. But then that big key piece, guys, how to create momentum. If you guys understand how to create momentum, go ahead, type momentum in the chat. That right there is how I've created momentum every single time. Whenever my business slows down, it's very simple, guys. I just go on a personal recruitment wave. My goal is to go recruit 30 new people. I do the same thing every single time. By the time I get to 30, I already have a team growing. I already have new leaders showing up. By the time I get to 30, guys, that team's already growing to 100, to 200, to 300, to 400, to 500. It's happened every single time. So try it. Go give it a chance. Like, go out there. You can start from day one, guys. You can go make your list of 25. If you just want to start at 25, you want to make part-time income, go make a list of 25 people. If you want to make full-time income, if you guys want to make big-time income, go make a list of 200. Go show those people. But go include your 1K, your 5K, your 10K affiliate that you're a part of, and have them help you go show that list. Right now, I don't know who your upline is. The things that I taught you, you might be thinking to yourself, well, I want to do all the things you're talking about, Matt. I got the desire. I'm teachable and I'm coachable. But I want to go to my contacts, and I'm not going to be able to answer those questions. I'm not going to be able to help have that belief that the people that I'm showing, they're not going to know that I know where I'm going. So I'm going to need, my 1K. I'm going to need my 5K. I'm going to need my 10K. So you can identify yourself, guys, by going in the One Mission chat and say, hey, who's my 1K upline? Who's my 5K upline? Who's my 10K upline? Everything that I heard about on the call today, I want help. I want to be launched. I want to do exactly what he talked about today. And get involved, guys. And we're a team here. We want to help as many people as we possibly can be successful. So you guys have a great rest of either your day or your night. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys next week. And let's continue to crush it, guys. Peace out.